at least introduce something or revive a certain memory in your brain first. And that memory I want us to recall from the trenches in your brain. Is the concept of median. Let's do a very quick recap, okay, of how we find median of discrete data. Okay, discrete data means that you're given individual data values, okay, maybe about the heights of the people in this class, okay, or the scores of the people in this class, or how many, so discrete values, that means individual data values. That's what discrete actually means. So I want us to consider, okay, one data set, okay, that I shall call it data set A. Okay. No context to it, I just see as numbers or data values. Okay. So I have 2, 5, 6, 7 and so on until 21 and 30. Okay. When it comes to finding the median of any data set, the very first step that we must always do is to arrange everything in decreasing order. Okay, so that's the very first step. Okay, step number 2 to find out what is the median is to identify the data that's in the middle. Okay, in this case, we count that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's a total of 11 data values. Okay, so usually we use the letter N to represent the number of data values. With this being an odd number, it is easy to identify where is the one that is right in the center. Okay, so you can go and do from the back, okay, making sure that they are even on both sides, and we see that 9 is actually right at the center. Okay, but of course if you want a foolproof formula, okay, the data value, okay, the middle data can be found as n plus 1 over 2, whereby n must be odd. Okay, so if you want to have a foolproof formula, when your n is actually odd number, plus 1 divided by 2, I can notice that it is at the, in this case, 6th position. Okay, so that's how we identify the one that's right in the center. Okay, for even total number of data values, okay, there's another way of doing it. So, but let's look at the odd number first. Okay. And therefore, okay, after identifying where is the middle, okay, our final step would be determining what is the median value. The median value in this case will be 9. Okay, so median is a data value, it is not the position. Okay. thing that I want us to recall: how to find median. Okay. Now in this chapter, we're not just going to talk about median, we're also going to talk about quartiles. Okay. So later on we'll be talking about percentiles also. These words are not unfamiliar to you, okay, because every year you receive your report book. Okay, we always talk about you, whether you are standing at the 25th percentile, the 75th percentile and all that. Okay, so this time around we're going to really understand what that actually really means. Okay. So the next concept is about quartiles. Okay, quartiles, as the word suggests, talks about quarters. Okay, so we are going to be dividing this data set into quarters. Okay, 4 different sets. So we have already identified where is the center, the one right in the center. I have divided it into middle, okay, median, middle, right, into 2 parts. So I want to divide it into quartiles. I need to actually further segment the remaining parts into halves. Okay. So in this remaining half, okay, that means your 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So median, we already see that it is the 9 is already the median. Okay. Out of this 5 data values, the one right in the center is actually 6. This is what we call the first quartile. Okay. And then for the second half, after the median, the one right in the center is what we call the third quartile. We can use the letter Q1 and Q3 to represent first and third quartile. Then you may be wondering, how come got first and third, why no second? Okay, the second quartile is actually the median. Okay. Identify our medians, our first quartile and our third quartile when it comes to discrete data values for odd number data set. Okay. Now, I want us to take a look at what if there is even number data set. Okay, just to give us some data values. Okay. So for instance, I have this set of data values. It is not arranged in ascending order. So we follow the same steps still. First step, always arrange our data in increasing order. So that means that we are looking at 10 of 14, 22, 25, 6, 8. Okay, so arrange in ascending order. Right? I suggest that when you arrange, as you write down, so we look at the smallest number. Once you identify, just cancel it away. Okay, so that you don't lose track. Okay, of which are the values that you have taken and which you have not. Okay, there is a tendency to lose out some data values. Carelessness. Okay, so in this case, we find that there are actually 10 data values. Then how do we go about identifying the median and the quartiles? Okay, now for even data values, there isn't exactly a middle value per se, and I cannot say anyhow give one more extra data value. I must keep this set of data that I've given. So for even data value, the one that is at the center is so-called right in the middle. Okay, we can only divide it into 5 and 5. The one in the center, okay, will actually take the sum of the left and the right divided by 2. Okay, so it is in the middle of 25 and 36. I will have to go about calculating the median. by taking 25 plus 36 divided by 2, and that is 30.5. Okay? Then I have the left side data, so my median is right here. Okay, so this including the 25 will be my left side data, and down here will be my right side data. Okay, for my left side there are 5 data values. 5 is an odd number. I can identify the one in the center easily. So 14 will be our Q1 first quartile. That is equal to 14. And then in the second half, I can identify Q3, second and third quartile. And that is 44. Okay. Questions? Yeah. Yeah, the data values are practiced down to, but I'm not using the context at all. I'm just using the data to show the example. Okay? Questions? Alright, so what I'm leaving you with, okay, before we come back after the holidays, is about how we identify the median and then the quartiles, first quartile and third quartile. Okay, you can go and think about what other possibilities there are. Okay, how can we divide our house? How do we go about identifying our median and quartiles? Okay, when we come back next term, then I will go deeper into the topic itself. Alright? Okay, we'll end here for today. Thank you, everyone.